So guys, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. We provide the trainings for both Jmeter and Gatling. So let's try to compare both these open source tools like performance testing open source tools very becoming popular. The whole world is moving towards open source, so performance testing as well. And this seems to be the major competitors. We have other open source tools as well like Locust and all that. But this seems to be the most popular at this point of time. So Gatling is picking up good. I mean, it's picking up very well from the last 2 years. Let's compare both of them. Before we even look into the comparisons, let's quickly see Jmeter. We know this has been there. Jmeter has been there for quite some time. The very first time I have used Jmeter back in 2012, that too, not 2012, 2002, I believe. Yeah, it was only a simple work. I was not even a performance tester back then, so I just had to record few things and play back. So yeah, back in the day, it's quite some time. So it's been around, and if you really look at it, I think it's at 1998 the first version of Jmeter came out. So I was doing a quick wiki before this session, and as you can see here, the first version is in 1998. Okay, so it's been there for a while, to be honest. However, from the last 6 7 years, it's becoming popular. Um, yeah, it's matured as well, but it has its own drawbacks. Uh, and if you really look at Gatling, okay, the first version of Gatling came out in 2012. Okay, it's fairly new, guys, and you really see the established. It's founded in 2015. The Gatling, maybe the company, but the first version I think is in 2012. So it's fairly new. And if you're wondering who is this person who has actually came out with this tool called Gatling, I did some research, and this is the guy, Stephen Landing. Wonderful. So I was able to let me go ahead and follow it. Okay, now I'm not logged in, but this is the guy who came out with this code tool. He seems to be very young. Okay, it looks like 40 50 people worked on it, and I think now they have a stable version. Okay, now there is a stable version. That's something that I know for sure. Quite some people are using it, and whoever is using Gatling, they're loving the tool. Okay, but let's go ahead and compare both the tools. Okay, and see like how they stand against each other. And this is my take. Okay, with based on the research, based on using. I actually, honestly, I haven't used Gatling. It's only that I did some study here and there, but I've used Jmeter extensively. So based on that knowledge and what I've gained reading all the articles from different places, I put together some slides. Um, mostly it should be correct from my understanding. Okay, but anyways, you could check for the authenticity of every single slide as well. And if you have used Jmeter Gatling, you would know right away, or if you have used Jmeter, you would know right away, like what I'm speaking. Okay, so let's start with this one, the performance, the most important thing, the performance of the performance testing tool itself. We are not talking about the performance of the application. Here you see for Jmeter performance, you see one thread, okay, of the agent machine of the Jmeter will create only one user, one virtual user, and that's honestly that's how most of the performance testing tools. I know I've used LoadRunner very extensively, and I know that one thread in the LoadRunner, in the load generator, which is MDRV process, okay, only one user will be created. So Jmeter pretty much works in the same concept. But Gatling, surprisingly, in one thread, okay, this is the very first time when I studied it. I know the Gatling has a little better performance. I didn't know why, how, but when I started digging into it, this is wonderful. Okay, you see one thread which is created on the load injector or the agent machine. Okay, it can create multiple virtual users, which itself means that on a particular LG or a load injector on an agent machine, you can extract more users. Okay, because one thread can create multiple virtual users, and it's possible using their own framework. I mean, the adapted framework called akka framework. Okay, haven't done much research on that, guys. Okay, but using this framework, it is possible. Like one thread, they can come out with multiple virtual users. You see, asynchronous thread model, because of the asynchronous thread model, they're able to create one or multiple users from one thread. So this is adapted by Gatling, obviously reduces CPU and memory usage because one thread is creating multiple virtual users. So to generate, let's say, 1,000 users, you would need less CPU memory as compared to Jmeter, because here one thread will generate only one user. So there will be more CPU and memory utilization as compared to it. Okay, so that way, from a particular load generator or injector, you can create more virtual users, and I heard it's stable as well. Okay, in terms of generating the users. Okay, but you know, the network should support as well. You know, let's say you're extracting 1,000 users from your load injector or the generator, so you should have the enough network bandwidth to support it. Okay, so you got to be, you know, this thing careful about the network. So this is where I would say that Gatling has a performance, in terms of performance, I think it's better than Jmeter, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of people, whoever is picking Gatling over Jmeter, I'm guessing this could be the main reason. Okay, and that's what I heard. I run an institute, and a lot of people I get in talk with I get to talk with a lot of people, and whenever I talk to these Gatling people, they say that, sir, the performance is good. I mean, in the sense, like, from the one injector, you're able, one load generator injector, you're able to extract more users, and the script is robust as well. This is what I get to hear a lot. Okay, so I am also saying that, you know, Gatling now slowly will pick up. I don't know, Jmeter is doing really well in the market. It is doing fabulous. Okay, so but Gatling will create its own space as well. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to tell you is, both are not 100. I mean, Jmeter is 100% open source, but Gatling is not 100% open source. The company has, there is a division or a partition or a program called Frontline, wherein the advanced features of Gatling, they are selling it. So I wouldn't say this is completely open source. So as we proceed through the other slides, you will understand what is this Frontline, and what are they selling, and all that we will try to understand, you know, in the next slides. But performance wise, I think Gatling has little better edge over Jmeter right now. Okay, clustering or distribution setup. Okay, so yeah, you have been working, and this, obviously the comparison is for somebody who have been doing performance testing. For them, I have creating this video, so you know what I meant by clustering or distribution setup and all that. Okay, so in Jmeter, if one load injector or agent machine is not able to support the number of virtual users that you want to run the test, obviously you can create this master slave configuration. Okay, so you can create this master slave configuration, and it's pretty simple as well. The other videos of mine, you know, as a part of my coursework, I usually cover this master slave, and it's not too difficult. Okay, then you can extract as many users as possible. There is little, what do I say, confusion or little inconvenience when we are using this master slave, but you know, that's something that we can live with, because having said that, it's totally free of cost. Okay, and oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, so here in the Gatling, this distribution mode or the clustering is only possible in their commercial product called Frontline, which means that you have to buy it. It's not available for free. So I was just doing some research as to what it is. So this is way back in the day. I mean, you look at it. Okay, somewhere I have read it. Okay, yes, this is where it is. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, Frontline is the commercial product of Gatling Corporation, the company behind Gatling. Okay, so among the other features like clustering support, you see that clustering support, advanced integration with DevOps tools and with Grafana, Frontline offers enterprise grade real-time monitoring, and so which means that they are selling it basically, if you're understanding what it is. So the clustering, it is supported, but you know, it's not free. That's what I kind of figured out. Okay, and there is some discussion going on in the GitHub, and I was reading through the entire thing, and you see distribution mode is only available in Frontline, a commercial product, and is not stored in Inflex and Grafana integration. And this is back in the day in 2016. The conversation is going on, and they are saying that the Grafana integration is about to, however, I'll cover this one, but it already came. So in 2016, they are saying that it is about to come, but it's already available now. So yes, So distribution mode is possible. If you're thinking that it's not possible, yes, it is possible, but it's only on the front line, using the front line, which is a commercial product. Okay, if you don't want it to use that, maybe you can put the scripts on different install Gatling on different machines, run the scripts from different machines. It is a lot of hard work, and then once you get the results, you manually collate all the results, and it's just pain in the neck. Okay, so yes, so if you purchase this, clustering distribution is possible. Okay, so now you decide which is good. Okay, I'm not going to tell you which is good, which is bad. I'm here to tell you the comparison, and you decide which one is good. Okay, real-time monitoring. When I said real-time monitoring, as the execution is happening, you wanted to see how your CPU memory, how many hits per second, what is the throughput, how many errors, all that you wanted to see, real-time as the execution is going on. With Jmeter it's possible. A lot of people have done it, integrate with Grafana and FlexDB, and you can see as the test is going on, you'll be able to see all that stuff. So easy peasy. A lot of people have done it as a part of our institute also, as a training. We cover this as a part of our curriculum, Isha Training Solutions. Gatling, again, real-time monitoring is only available in Frontline Commercial, which is a commercial product, which you have just seen it, right? Just seen it, So we are able to, Gatling, it is possible to integrate with InfluxDB and Grafana. I don't know what is graphite, but I was just looking at it. It looks like a protocol. Using this protocol, they are able to connect to it. Okay, InfluxDB and Grafana. Okay, so yeah, it is possible, but it's only possible using their Frontline commercial product. Okay, which is possible via their commercial product called Frontline. Okay, so just both of them, real-time monitoring is possible on bottom line. Okay, and test via cloud. This is very, very popular these days. Okay, so nobody wants to purchase the licenses. Okay, so via cloud. Okay, Blazemeter almost owned Jmeter these days. Okay, everybody now, all the projects that I'm involved in, very rarely you run it from the Jmeter itself. Okay, you upload the scripts into Blazemeter, hit the run button, and they don't charge much, but still, there are cheaper products and good. Octoperf is doing good as well. I like to use Octoperf. Okay, Blazemeter also I've used. So one of my dear friend called Sudhir. Okay, let me leave this number, Sudhir's number here. Okay, so this guy called Sudhir from India, he's coming out with a product which is a competitor for Blazemeter and Octoperf. The other day I was talking to him and I was really got excited. So if somebody's wanted to try his product, okay, here is the number of Sudhir. Okay, so let me pull it out from my phone. Okay, his number. Just give me one moment. I was so excited because he said that his product works as good as Blazemeter or Octoperf. But just that, okay, that's his number. Okay, if anybody wants to contact him, you can contact him. Okay, I don't know if this product is still ready. He's in the testing phase, but I'm sure probably in a month or two he can get this product ready. He said the product name is something, but I cannot remember. But it is you can use your Jmeter scripts, upload into his tool, or yeah, just like Blazemeter and Octoperf. He has his own custom commercial product, but he's selling it for way cheaper as compared to these two products. Okay, you can do, and you can try, give it a shot. Okay, but the thing is, yeah, Jmeter, you can do it via cloud, no issues. Gatling, okay, so I know from LoadRunner Cloud, I use this very predominantly. I've done a lot of projects. I implemented a lot of projects for a lot of clients. I've seen this, Gatling option. Okay, definitely. So it works. And Blazemeter also, from Blazemeter you can run the Gatling scripts. But Frontline is their commercial product. I would say if you wanted to run it from the cloud, I think if I were you, I'll better run from the Frontline itself. Okay, rather than using something else in the market, because they know the product well. So let's get. If you have to run it from their product, right? You see, this is the Gatling on premises and on cloud, and looks like they are using AWS servers. Okay, for the LG machines or load injectors, which spin off and then which will give you the virtual users. Okay, and surprisingly, and one more thing I've just noticed here, I don't want it to miss it out. Okay, and they're claiming that it is for DevOps or something like that. Okay, so yeah, not sure where it is. Yeah, you see, there are 5 million downloads and number one for DevOps. Not sure. This is what they are claiming, but you can give it a shot. This should be true. This is something that you have to give it a shot and see how why it is number one DevOps. Okay, that's something you can figure out. Okay, or play around. Okay, yeah, that's what they're saying. And let me see. Yeah, creating the scripts, we know whether it's Gatling or Jmeter, there is a recorder, proxy recorder. You go ahead and record it and automatically the scripts get generated. But all the enhancements you can do it via Jmeter GUI, and it's pretty good. You can add the sessions, you can add the hang on this. You can do the you can do the parameterizations, you can do the correlations, everything from the GUI you can do, and it's easy peasy. It's not that difficult. But Gatling, even though you record using the proxy recorders, but all the enhancements needs to be done via coding. Okay, there's no GUI for Gatling. That's I don't know if it's unfortunate, fortunate, but that's how it is. So I would say if you know Scala, and then they use a programming language called Scala. If you know Scala, I think this is the best, and a lot of developers like it. This is what I hear. So if you're a developer, maybe you like Gatling better. But if you're from a non-development background, I think you will like Jmeter better. So I wouldn't say this is better, that is better. But if it's a developer, I think I've spoken to people, right? The developer, they're preferring Gatling over Jmeter, and testers, oh man, they're preferring Jmeter. Okay, and the market share is also high, very very high for Jmeter. And protocol support. These are all the bunch of protocols. I don't want it to go through all this. Somewhere I found this. So bunch of protocols that Jmeter supports, and Gatling is not supporting all of them, obviously. But 95% of the projects are REST APIs, HTTP, HTTPS. So I don't see these extra protocols or extra protocols will make much of a difference, because very rarely we get to use this. Even if you are a performance tester, 90% of the times you will be working with the protocols HTTP, HTTPS and REST APIs. Okay, so it supports all of them. Okay, so that's about it, guys. This is what I have done the research, and I hope this is useful, whatever I have done. And maybe if you are doing a tool comparison and all that, for your company, evaluating different tools like LoadRunner, Jmeter and different tools, maybe this video might be useful to you. And we at Isha Training Solutions, we give trainings for both Gatling, for Jmeter, for NeoLoad, and obviously we do it for LoadRunner, Jmeter, and we have good training faculty for performance engineering. And shortly, now is June 19th, shortly we will be starting the course for performance engineering on cloud. Okay, so how do you do your performance engineering if it's a cloud based, if your servers are on cloud? Okay, I'm very excited about that course. So there's a gentleman called Sandeep and no, sorry, Saurabh. So there's a gentleman called Saurabh I'm talking to. Okay, so we'll be working on the course and bringing out that course shortly, maybe in 15 days to 1 month's time. And that course, I think every performance tester needs to take that course, because in the interviews, if you're talking about the cloud architecture, the Dockers, the containers, how it works and how you're monitoring, how the setup is done, what is the performance bottlenecks that you see. It's not much difference when you compare to the normal on-premise servers, but still, once you go to the interviews, they start talking about the containers and the Docker and how the images works, Docker images and all that. You might get a little overwhelmed if you haven't worked. So if you take this course, it definitely will be useful. Anyways, so performance engineering on cloud, and obviously we are giving the training on app dynamics and Dynatrace. Those are very very popular courses with us. Okay, and I'm creating a course on LoadRunner cloud, course on LoadRunner Cloud, and then Advanced LoadRunner. So yeah, there's a bunch of things going on. If you want to visit our website, it's ishatrainingsolutions.org. So yeah, come on, what happened? Okay, so there you go. So ishatrainingsolutions.org. So here is the website. You can go through all my courses: Dynatrace, Neoload, App Dynamics, Sil Performer, and Jmeter, all the courses, basics and advanced, LoadRunner on multiple protocols. Yeah, you can go through bunch of courses. Oracle Application Testing Suite, it's done recently. We are starting a course on security testing as well. Yes, you can go through, and that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll create a new video maybe in the near future. Thank you.